What's going on, everybody? And good evening to all. Welcome to another episode of Screen Time Continuum. I am Nick, and I am joined with the boys as always. Keelan, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. It's getting kind of cold, but I can't complain.
Getting chilly out there. Yeah, and we got Mike.
Absolutely.
What's going
What's
on, Mike?
going on?
Good.
What it do, Keys?
It does skis. It does skis indeed, skis. And thank you guys so much for tuning in with us tonight. We very much appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful evening or whenever you're checking in on us. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Amazon Prime movie of 2022, UNHUMAN. And I'll give the pedigree here. It was directed by Marcus Dunstan. It was written by Marcus Dunstan and Patrick Melton. And it stars Brianne Chiju, Benjamin Wadsworth, and Uriah Shelton. And the synopsis here is a group of high school students whose school bus crashes on a field trip. Relationships are tested once they realize they are being stalked by an attacker who intends to drive them out and straight into a horrifying fight to survive. Now, the trailer for this movie made it seem like it was going to be a lot funnier than it was, and I want my money back.
Dang, that's how we open it.
That's how we're opening it. Let's get the gentleman's first impressions on this movie, guys. Keelan, what did you think? First impressions.
Well, first, in savior to this movie, I want to say, see, I gave it some laughs.
There you go. Those are the most laughs I heard. So, nice.
It's funny. What up, Corey? What's going on?
Hey, Corey. Thanks for checking
What's
in with us.
going
on? I don't know. Just because you open with that, I have to say, Nick, I laughed, but it wasn't funny. Some of the stuff I laughed at, I probably shouldn't have laughed at. So I'll say that. Okay. But I gave it like the classic gag killer movie laughs. Like I got a lot of those. But I could get how it wasn't too funny. And I definitely thought it would be more of a comedy. The comedy portion in the trailer is actually what made me iffy about the movie. It made me wonder, I don't know how good this is going to be if they trying to mix this element, because that can go bad real fast. I've only seen two movies really do it well. One of them, Shaun of the Dead, and the other one, I don't know the name of. So, yeah. But as far as this movie, UNHUMAN I'd say was good. Like, I actually enjoyed it. Wasn't anything to write home about. I'm not quite sure if I would tell anybody about it.
I think you need to redefine the word good. Because when you say, I know, because when you say good, and then you're like, it kind of sucked, it was awful, but it was really fun, and it was good.
Fun. It had elements. Messages. It's a mixed messages type of movie. Honestly.
Okay, fair enough. I got you.
You know what? No, I'm just gonna write with it was fun, because it was. I did have fun, but nonsensical fun. Like it wasn't. Yeah,
it just wasn't funny the way it was. It was. The way it was. I think they intended. Yeah. Because it's not funny at all.
No, it's not funny.
And I'm leaning more towards with Nick. It's kind of terrible.
Yeah, we're at the frontier. Sorry, we talked about it before you jumped on.
No. By all means, this is the thing for me. I'm not saying like I guess I used that word and I understand now.
Yeah, you said the word good.
I did use.
We're gonna hold you to it.
Right.
It's fair. I'm downgrading this. It's fair because I meant good in a fair way, but I get it. I didn't dislike this movie, but I didn't like this movie, and that it's a very hard hill to die.
How did nobody die?
Oh,
God, it's a Scooby-Doo. It's Scooby-Doo.
Am I saying, Mike, did you not catch the...
I did.
Okay, so I did. Let me start with that then. For me, this movie was all like Three Stooges, Scooby-Doo, not to be taken seriously. What the hell is going on? Oh, snap, that's kind of interesting. What? But at the same time, it wasn't exactly a surprising movie. Like, it was a high school drama thriller. I want to be all the other scary movies, but I really...
The funniest part of this movie is this review right now.
I guess so.
That might be true, yeah.
All right. I'm going to roll with that. This might be the funniest part.
Yeah. Let's get Mike's first impression. Mike.
Just it didn't make any sense. I didn't know. I didn't really. I didn't care for it. I didn't really like any of the characters. I didn't really like the scenarios. I didn't find it out to be believable. I mean, I didn't like anything about it really.
That's fair. Yeah. We're gonna have an
It's
argument.
hard to narrow it down.
What is there to narrow down anyway?
I am like the teacher, and I have my brass knuckles on my phone. I'm waiting.
All right.
Right. I saw that. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
and he's getting dick pics on his work phone.
Oh yeah, Jesus, from another dude. Yeah, I was looking for a movie that I thought was going to be absurd, and I'm glad I chose this movie because we had a lot of fun reviewing the last Blumhouse movie that we did, which was Run's Darling Sweetheart. Run Sweetheart Run. And I saw this and I was like, oh, okay, this could be interesting. And again, the trailer made it seem like it was going to be a little bit more comedic and maybe funnier, albeit maybe corny, but funny. This movie's not funny. And the interesting thing about Blumhouse is it feels like a whole bunch of art students are given their first movie to try every type of film style. Because almost every Blumhouse movie I see is trying to put in so many different filming styles and cuts and edits. I almost got seasick, or not seasick, but motion sickness from the first 3 minutes of this movie because I think there were about 70 quick cuts in the first 3 minutes. And this movie is full of quick cuts. I don't know why. I think it's the internet generation thing where they didn't have a scene lasted longer than 3 seconds or so.
Right. I was thinking that was intentional as well.
Yeah, that was.
I kind of thought I was the only one that noticed it, but I didn't think it was. It wasn't well done, but it wasn't oversaturated. But it was when you noticed it, it was like.
Oh, yeah, it gets jarring after a while. It's hard
think about a generation of kids growing up on Vines and TikToks that are about 6 to 12 seconds.
I mean, have you ever watched an hour worth of TikToks or Vines?
Yeah.
Don't. It's
right.
It's a hole you can fall into very easily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then again, we have to have better expectations for our audience and not think that they're just goldfish that need to see a cut every 3 seconds or something like that. But yeah, this movie,
it's conditioned people's attention spans.
Yeah, but we can uncondition it if we actually just expect more from people.
Read a book.
People are very adaptable. As long if we just said, okay, we're not going to do this anymore, then people would snap back to the normal way of things pretty easily. But yeah, no, this movie was garbage, man. It was not fun. It wasn't even fun for me. Yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to go to the quick synopsis is because I don't even think we need to do a breakdown because there is no breakdown. Basically, yeah. Easy. It's a whole bunch of kids they're going on a field trip and their bus gets crashed on the way to the field trip. And then they find out that they're in a zombie forest with an apartment building in a forest with other zombies. But then something else happens, which
multiple apartment buildings, I assume, because I swear there was more than one building.
I thought it was just one big project because it looked like an L-shaped project or something like that. Yeah.
Never mind. Oh wait. Oh, I'll get to that later.
It looked like it was something straight out of Europe, though.
It did.
Yeah, that I was more so thinking that as well, Mike. I was like, damn, why isn't this more of a foreign flick?
Right. It don't look like
they were in
this America. Should be based in Louisiana.
It looked like it was Chernobyl. Yeah, a little bit. Just like an overgrown haunted school.
But just I might say any movie in where you have a bunch of high schoolers in the UK in the forest, and it's gonna be something mystical and some ghosts and stuff out there. I want to know really quick at the beginning of this movie, after the credits roll, because at first I'm like, oh, that's part of the credits, and I was like, oh shit, no, that's the movie starting, and I rewound it and I made sure to watch it again because it wasn't really credits, and it's when it says this is a Blumhouse after school production.
Yeah.
Or after school special, I was like, huh, because Blumhouse is always up to something, right? There's always something.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, what are they on? That's one. Then the second thing was right after that. It said STD, student teacher. What was it, dilution department? No, student teacher dilution division or something like that. Division, sorry, division. Why do I keep saying dilution?
I don't know.
Um,
I don't know either.
but it said student teacher division, and I was immediately like, "What is that? Like the FBI?" Nothing
No, it's
came up. I had
FTD.
like
Well,
created.
it was mocking an after school special because at the end the girls talk about what they learn, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, what did we learn after this episode,
Oh, like
kids?
a dare program.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
or
I get
like,
you.
you
Like
know,
Saturday morning cartoons or like after
yeah,
school specials when we were kids. Hence the
yeah.
reason
It
this
was
is like
kind of trying to.
a school
I
special.
wish actually that more of that direction. That might have been a little bit more fun.
So was this supposed to
Um,
be based in no, because they had cell phones. I'm gonna say was this supposed to be based in the 80s, but no, I guess not. So that's weird, man.
it was very ambiguous because some of the cars were from the 50s and 60s, and then yeah, they had cell phones, but they were on
Right.
a big diesel bus. I don't know. Corey says another one he didn't watch, straight to digital, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watched the preview trailer on YouTube video, and which is straight banging. Sounds like the movie itself was hella meh.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
again,
that sums it up.
the trailer does a pretty good job about making it seem like it could be like a funny, campy zombie movie, but it's really not that, and it's not
No,
fun either. So,
no.
Boo. I had fun.
no, you didn't. He says, yeah, it's filmed in New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I
Mhm.
mean, well, it's one thing to film it in New Orleans, but they base the story in New Orleans. And even the scenery doesn't really fit to say it's based in New Orleans. No one even had a down south accent, a southern accent.
It's true.
There's no
I
one
think
down
the
there like
white boy
Creole.
did.
There's no
I think the
who was
white
even
jock did.
what kind of an accent? New
Like a
York?
panhandle-y accent. No, the white jock kid.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what his name was, but
Daniel.
Danny. I think he had an accent. I think it may have
I don't
been
know. It sounds
light,
like a
but
surf, like more like a light surfer board to me.
it's, it's just because he's white, dude. Not every
No,
white
no, that's
person
not
has a
why at all.
surfer
There's supposed to
accent.
be white people in this movie.
No,
In
I'm
fact,
kidding.
I was disappointed with him. All
Which
he
one?
did was turn his hat to the back.
oh, we'll get there. We'll get to that. I'm glad his name was Jump Street. Oh, I'm glad his name was Jump Street.
Hey, I was gonna ask, did
That was
anybody figure out
inept.
what that meant?
I
No.
kind of put it together as he's kind of like the undercover narc type. Like you're fake.
Damn.
Like you're
I was,
fake.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing for the nerds to call you Jump Street, bruh. It's time to look in the mirror. I'm searching
Right.
for the man.
Needs oyster sauce, side roads, and banana trees to feel like New Orleans. Yeah, this didn't
I
feel like.
understand what I'm.
This kind of felt more
He's
like
talking.
Appalachia, like in maybe in
Squirrels.
in the Appalachian Mountains, somewhere in like West Virginia or something, where there are overgrown, buildings and stuff, but didn't necessarily have that southern feel.
And I
Like
don't
there
even
was
know.
no Spanish moss. There, like
There
the
was
forest
nothing.
didn't look southern
Where
at
was the
all.
Gators?
There were no gators. There were no
Well, no,
swamps.
it's Louisiana. I think that's crocodile. But either way, yeah, we're the swamps. Like there's a lot that for you to
You
start,
thinking
literally start.
Bayou?
Mhm.
I'm thinking Louisiana in general. In a movie, in any film where they say Louisiana, unless they're gonna be around tall buildings the whole time and say that they in the heart of the city, they gonna be showing you something. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
even when
you
they
always got
have
to have a
those
haunted
movies,
swamp
they
in
have some
Louisiana.
reference to that at some point.
Yeah.
This movie had none of that. They didn't even have like the eerie backwood bug noises.
I'm not
Mm-mm.
so much focused on. Well, that's true. That part is for sure true because you hear crickets all night.
Cicadas and
Cicada,
Yeah.
yeah, chicha bugs, cicada,
Mhm.
chicha bugs.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie really just kicks off with the school bus crash. All the kids are kind of shitty kids.
Yeah.
And,
No, everybody in that whole universe is shitty.
that's true. Most everybody
The
is. I
only
don't think
no
there
no
is a
no
good
no. The
person.
only good person, the only decent and likable person in the entire film was her mother at the very beginning.
No, the big dude. The big dude is nice.
No, just the mother. The big dude was.
Was he
Nah.
not
Ryan was
nice?
kind of creepy.
Was he?
Creepy
Yeah,
and
he's kind of
suspect in how
stalking
he
on
even
his
popped up.
ex-boyfriend.
Wait, what?
No, I ain't gonna say that much, but okay, well, just we don't have to go into particular order. How does Ryan, the biggest kid of everybody, get in front of everybody, get to the hideout where nobody knew there was a hideout, which we ain't even got to what's going on, right? And yeah, no.
What do you
I
mean
think
no?
What?
Ryan's. I think when that got away, but we have to tell the whole story to get to that.
No. Because the entire movie tells you exactly who's in on it, and Ryan's not one of them. I don't know.
I guess.
I don't think so.
He's an
Oh, so you're paying attention
unknown.
to this bad movie,
He
huh?
got screen time, but not a whole lot of talk time.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of talk time, but I don't know. I didn't feel
All
like
we
the
know
Ryan
is he
character
was
was
creeping
good.
on the jock dude most of the
You know what?
movie.
I can't say the Ryan character was a bad character or a bad guy, but I don't know if he was a
He
good
was
guy.
neutral. He was more neutral, but nah, the mom was the only likable character.
No, she
Who made her
wasn't.
so likable? She
Yes, she
wasn't even
was.
a mom. What are you talking about?
Yes, she
No, she wasn't.
was.
She had to
She
go
was.
work doubles, and she didn't even
Yeah,
realize that
she
she
was
had no
likable
food.
because she was
She had no
concerned.
food to feed her
No
child.
food, bro. What are
She
you
was
talking
concerned.
about?
She
No
was
food.
She had
concerned about her daughter.
zero
Enough of this
food.
Happiness.
nonsense.
You're a nurse.
What are you
There
talking
was
about?
her daughter had to scrape the peanut butter and jelly to give her a sandwich,
Hey,
and when she
hey,
said, "Oh, where's yours?"
And
she
she's going
said,
to
"In
come
her
home and
bag."
beat her daughter for not having enough jelly in her sandwich.
You
You
know
know
she
that.
is.
Yeah.
You know
she's
she
the
gonna be
only
mad.
she's the only likable character in the movie. She was genuine.
Well, speaking of, I think the protagonist of this movie is one giant charisma hole. I think she just does not have any gravitas to her as an actress. Maybe it's just the movie, but boy, oh boy,
You don't think that because she's wide-eyed that she's super excited and ready to go?
man.
She has a monotone voice about everything, even when she's screaming.
You know, she looks like
Uh,
somebody
When
that
she
we
was
all
screaming
know.
was she does, and I was
See, like,
thinking it. I'm not. Yeah. I'm glad you said it because I was thinking. I was like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna bring it up. But yes, 1,000%. I said it when I saw the trailer. I was like,
Yeah, I kind of saw her and I was like, is that somebody we know? No. Yeah.
but yeah, no. As far as her as an actress, I
It could
can't
just
say
be
it
bad
was
material. So
no, yeah, like I'm not gonna say that she wasn't per se believable, but the character wasn't really believable.
the character was so annoying. I mean,
Absolutely.
she was a hysterical mess that was constantly
That
getting
part
everybody
made
in
sense to me.
trouble. And I mean, I
So
guess, but
let's kind of
yeah,
just get into it real quick because
we are already
so
in it.
we're in it, but
Right.
we had like nobody knows what the hell's going on except they
Well,
crash.
they don't.
Let's go to the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get ready for everything before we get to the bus, actually. I kind of knew this where this movie was going, but I didn't know where this movie was going, if that makes sense.
I knew
Like
it the
from the very
moment I
beginning,
saw it.
right?
Mm.
It's like, okay, high school movie. So we get from the very beginning, and it's like, oh, okay, you have the kid who has the neglectful parent. Cool. Then she has her friend who's super wild and has the beater car. Cool. Then they're careless, they're reckless. They run into the loser kid who, I'm sorry, doesn't really look like the loser kid.
No.
No, he
When
is
he
the
look,
loser kid, though.
he is the loser kid, but he kind of has that like, oh, I'm the loser kid by choice because I'm just a bad person. He has more of that
Um,
look than
No, he
the
has a certain look that we can't say on YouTube. That's for sure.
for sure,
But that's
Right.
That's
just,
why I'm gonna run with bad person.
yeah, he might be bringing that sweeper to school.
So so yeah, so immediately he gets hit with a full 32-ounce slushy. When that happened, as soon as I saw that cup hit him in the chest, I was like, all right, we know who he is in this movie.
Yeah, we know who the
Right.
bad guy is. Yeah.
Like
The disrespect.
Yeah.
the ultra disrespect, and then the way old girl's like, what's his name again? Like, all right, yeah, we definitely know who he is. But then
Right.
you see the jocks, you see that whole scenario, and I'm like, okay, this is damn near not another teen movie. Like, where are we going? Get to the bus. Teacher's a dick. Bus driver gets there. he's an asshole, and I'm automatically thinking Otto from The Simpsons.
Yep.
Automatically, I was like, okay, we got a oversized Otto. Got it. And the teacher, as far as the teacher, you always have that one old person who is a replica of what they were in high school. And that's when as soon as I saw the teacher, I was like, I know what this movie's about. This movie's about, oh, whoever you are in high school is who you're gonna be as life goes on.
Yeah.
God, please pray to yourself that that's not true. Good Lord.
I know I think at this age we all should know for a fact it's not fucking true.
It's true for some people, unfortunately. But yeah, for the most people, it's not true.
Most people aren't Al Bundy and taking out that same high school.
At least you can even say after 7 years,
I scored 4 touchdowns in a single game.
Polk High School.
There you go. That's good. I mean, but after 7 years, you're literally not the same person anymore. So you biologically have changed.
I mean, that's why there's a statute of limitations, I thought, right? No, wrong thing.
Oh, mate, whoa, that's weird. No, maybe not. Maybe.
Rehabilitation
like,
is
Your
a
Honor,
thing.
every cell in my body has changed since then. I am not that person.
Hey, listen.
Literally.
We giving some real life arguments out here that people can use.
Mm-hmm.
But so we meet the teacher, we see all of that, they get to the destination, or they're getting to the destination. And if he made a wrong turn, how does this even happen? Oh, wait, never mind. So he makes a wrong turn, and the teacher's telling him he makes a wrong turn. So as soon as the whole blood splat thing on the, I had it right here in my notes. No, what did I say? What did I say? I said that's a whole lot of Kool-Aid.
Wasted Kool-Aid.
A whole lot of Kool-Aid. That's what I put right here. That's a lot of Kool-Aid. Why? Because that was the worst example of blood splat on a windshield.
I think that was CGI. Because you can like when after they crash, there's no blood on the windshield anymore.
Right.
You know what? I did not catch that.
Yeah. So I think they just did a really bad CGI job of that particular frame.
Because that was a terrible splat.
Yeah. Very unrealistic.
Yeah. I would have rather somebody throw a water bottle full of cornstarch at the window.
When I first saw it, I was like, what the hell could they have possibly hit to make it look like that?
That was the part that I was like, you didn't even make it believable that he hit something.
Right. I was like, nothing splatters like that and looks like that. There's no bone or nothing.
There is one thing. It's CGI.
Right.
That's a real splat. But anyway, so yeah, once all that goes down, and then from there, I feel like we were in Jeepers Creepers. Then we were in Nick, what was that one musical zombie movie we watched?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Anna and the Apocalypse.
Yep,
there you go.
Anna and the Apocalypse for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Seen that too.
You name it. You name a bad zombie movie, and we were in it at a different stage of this movie, and then it became its own version of bad. And
I wasn't even a part of that review, and I can already say, yikes.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Imagine this movie plus singing.
Right. Oh, no.
Well, probably a better storyline in this one, though. Well,
there's no storyline in this.
But Anna and the Apocalypse was funnier than this.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
This is not funny. Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately.
No, take the knee off. It is fun to talk bad about.
Yeah, it's fun to talk bad about, I guess. But yeah, so their bus stops, everybody's freaked out, and they see this person outside, and the teacher's like, I'm gonna let him in. Everybody's like, don't let him in, of course.
I didn't
and it's funny too, because even the bus driver's like, what are you doing? Don't let him in. And then we find things out later, and it's like, okay. But he lets the mysterious person into the bus, and only to find out that, oh my gosh, it's a zombie, and the zombie bites his neck and then starts terrorizing the children. Huh?
That was his cheek.
Yeah.
Oh, his cheek. Yeah.
And like right in the beard area.
Yeah.
Right. And everybody freaks out. Right.
Hey, I would freak out too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Grown men sucking face in front of me just randomly. I don't know what's going on. It looks violent. Is that blood?
Yeah. And then basically our core character cast is the ones who escape from the bus. And then there are kids that are there who die.
Allegedly.
I can't even tell you. I don't even really remember what was happening inside the project's place, but
So
all I
Nothing.
know is, all I know
Yeah,
is
no, I can hear noise.
it was that guy. Every time there was a scene in there, I'm like, it's that guy. It's him.
It's the one
He's
guy.
doing it.
Oh, you're so silly.
I knew,
Well,
like, it
I
just
mean, he had the
it was
first exit
telegraphed.
strategy, didn't he?
He had all the exit strategies. He was leading them to the house
We're gonna
from
go
the
this way.
bus.
No,
Like,
look.
why would
Yeah.
he know where to go?
Why is he running a firm beeline from the bus past his old girl? No, it's this way. What's this way?
Because there's no
I saw
monster
a
noises
house over
coming from
here.
that way.
Yeah.
Over in the Shire. In the Shire?
Right.
In the Shire? Bro, the moment he had said to me
Oh, but
in
that
the
was Zoomer
Shire,
humor.
I'm not following him.
No. The girl said, we don't even know where we are. We're in the Shire, because that's
Oh,
Zoomer
she said in
humor.
the
Like,
Shire.
yeah, oh, we're in Lord of the Rings because it's a forest, and we don't know what forests are.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he said over in the Shire.
No, because he said, oh, there's a building over here. And yeah, of course, he knew there was a building there,
Of
and he
course.
knew where to take them all. And then, of
Right.
course, he was the one least scared of everything.
I'm just
Right.
curious when Tony Stark is gonna find out kids have been squatting in his building.
I don't even know what that is a reference to.
Nothing. Just who
I've expunged Marvel from my brain. I did a hard delete.
Hard reboot.
So, yeah.
Why?
I wiped it from my mind. I'm done with Marvel, man.
Oh man,
did.
it ain't. You're not gonna see forever.
We have work to do.
No. I have to cede my my position in the show and have you guys review Wakanda Forever. That
And
would
then
be
he's
the
gonna
only
say,
right thing to do.
"Oh wait, we forget there are rules. There's 2022. When did the first one come out? 2018. It's not that anymore.
2018. I know. Yeah. See, I was able to go with you guys in 2018, but now I'm not allowed.
You know, we'll talk.
I think half of me's not allowed. So
Right.
I guess that means all of me's not allowed.
Or it means that you get a half off ticket.
Hey.
Hey, there you go.
I think I might have just laughed entirely too hard at that, Mike. Good job. Or at least too loud. I can't. Yeah, that's might be the first real laugh or loud laugh that they've gotten out of me on this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I had so much more I wanted to say about that, but I'm gonna try to get back to this movie.
Why? I mean, yeah.
Because. All right, we are talking about UNHUMAN, and after they get to the building, oh wait. So let's not only talk about the noises that they heard and how noises come from three directions, but not one. So let's run in the direction where no noise is coming from. I'm sorry. Am I the only person who thinks in means of not being killed? If noise comes from three directions, not the fourth direction, and you don't know what's in any of the four directions, chances are the murder is going to be in the quiet spot. Am I the only one that thinks that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're in horror movie,
I don't think I would be thinking that clearly.
Maybe. Also, what did the bus drive on?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, what do buses drive on?
Diesel fuel?
No. Not like what are they fueled by, but what did they literally drive on?
Roads.
Roads, yeah.
Oh, go back to the road.
Where the fuck is the road, guys?
They never.
You guys aren't that far. You're not that far from the road.
Nick, you missed it. You missed it. They were too deep into the woods to get back to the road that easily without the bus.
The bus crashed on a road.
Well, because
it was just a dirt road.
It definitely was just a dirt road, and he just crashed into a little wooden fence that I still wonder how.
Yeah.
But what happened is once the windshield was covered, the driver floored it for about another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Then he slammed the brakes twice, which means
they were just down the road a little bit farther then.
Just a little bit further than expected. Okay. And if you're in high school, you're not going to think that far ahead. You're scared. And now that's where I go what Mike said.
Come on. I walked from
I don't know if I was that stupid in high school, so I can't say that.
For sure I wasn't that stupid, but I was about to piggyback on what you said about being scared. If I think there's a zombie eating people in front of me and I'm running out of the back following Randall, you know, the cool kid who knows everything and likes everybody, then yeah, I too
I mean, rule number one is never
Forgiven.
go into the building and just go to the road.
Rule number one is never follow the kid that hates everybody.
Right. That's true.
Well,
Rule number two is
actually,
never follow the kid you hate. Just saying.
okay.
Even if you feel like they got all the answers, guess who you don't go with? The person who has a reason to kill you. Solid theory on my end. I'm sorry. I'm staying alive.
I mean, that makes sense.
The whole justification for him wanting to kill these people too, and not even like, okay, so he doesn't even really want to kill them. He wants to teach them a lesson. Is that what they?
That was the intentional. The initial intent was.
Hold on, wait,
Right.
no. But it's only 7 kids escaped, so it's very clear that this is just detention.
It's the Breakfast Club, guys.
Yeah.
They even had the audacity to make a hint at the Breakfast Club in the Amazon description of it, and I think that they should be sued for that.
What's interesting is they tried to give us the whole, the high school most likely to survive, most likely to get everybody killed. I thought that was interesting.
But that barely tied into the movie.
Right. I was just gonna say, I'm like, but it's like the one of the 3 high school related things that they threw into the movie.
Yeah. I mean, they really could have leaned into the stereotypes of high school and stuff. That would have been fine. That would have been kind of funny and corny and weird. Corey is saying here, so the premise is not that really zombies. They invented some weird fake zombie drug to run scared straight school programs. Yes. This stupid
Exactly.
S is supposed to be about? That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What did you just do? Go read quick notes, Corey?
Yes, you probably read the clip notes. Yes, that's exactly it. So there are no zombies. It is all one very large, elaborate ploy for the school menace.
SPD.
Yeah, for the school menace character. Yeah, the school menace character. Yes,
and the teacher.
And the teacher.
Snap.
Yes,
because he was a bully too.
Well, no, not the teacher. The Oh, right. Right.
No,
okay.
the teacher's a bully. He bullied the bus driver and he bullied the other guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to mention that Randall is not only the name of the weird kid in this, he's also the name of the narc kid in the Recess cartoon. So
that's true. Yeah. So this is all one.
It should have been called Randall's Revenge. Go ahead.
This is all one giant ruse for Randall and an adult, actually 2 adults, and another kid to get back at the shitty kids.
Do we have to incriminate Steven? Because he was clearly just drug along.
Hell yeah, fuck him.
Although,
wait.
Let's be very clear. I agree. Fuck him.
Okay.
He gets off. Not at all. What I am saying is, can we give him the credit of planning something this sinister? I was trying to figure out why they were even. Yeah,
yes,
but why
Karen
is he
gets full marks?
Fair enough.
Karen gets full marks. Equal blame for equal intention.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah. Steven was a punk. And,
he was a cocksucker. I'm sorry.
I mean, he was definitely a sniveling,
Randall
weenie type character.
He's definitely a Randall. Now Steven was a Randall.
Randall was a Randall.
Damn, Randall was still a Randall.
Yeah.
They were two different versions of Randall.
Yeah, they were both Randalls for sure.
His sniveling side and his conniving side.
No disrespect to anyone out there named Randall, but if
this movie is
your
utter
name is
garbage,
Randall,
why are we even?
we
don't even need to go this far with this. It's 2 shitty boys and 2 adult men decide to have an elaborate prank on the rest of these kids and pretend like they're killing them.
Well,
in order to teach them a lesson.
Yes, but that's what we need to get to.
The backup plan is to really kill them if they have to.
And that's the part that makes this so crazy to me. So you have Randall talking about this is a microcosm. High school is a microcosm for life. Dude, look at who you are.
Yeah, you're a shit.
And I'm not talking about the picking on people part, the being picked on. No, look at what you did, sir. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any spare change? Bruh, he clearly had a spare couple of intentions in his back pocket. Like, this kid, I don't. What super would we compare him to? I damn near put him on Doom level.
What? Who?
Villain Randall.
No, he's not. No, he doesn't compare to a superhuman. He's a shithead 16-year-old that thought
Kite Man.
pretending to kill people would be a good idea.
Ooh, hey, listen, Kite Man's a dick, but Kite Man is effective. He's more effective than Randall for sure.
I mean, I couldn't think of nobody weaker than that. I mean, the Monarch.
The Monarch. The Monarch. Excuse me.
I mean,
okay, maybe I missed the target with what I'm trying to say here. How do you discover a villain? Like, what's like? This is a hell of an origin story. It's kind of what I'm getting at.
no,
it's not. It's
No?
not a
Okay.
villain. He that
just a
cringy
whiny
line
kid.
too. Like, I guess I have to become the villain now, or I was fated to become the villain. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, I'm not saying
Oh
it's
my
good. I'm just saying that's where it's going. Did I say it was
Okay,
good?
you know what?
I keep using that word. I should.
Yeah, you do.
I should never say good.
The illusion that I'm getting, and I don't know if I can. I'm going to tiptoe around this, but there was an individual who wreaked havoc in Santa Barbara. Do you guys remember?
No,
At the campus in Santa Barbara.
no.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say the name or anything because that was an awful event. But this kid totally reminds me of that kid, like same sort of vibes and everything. So I'm wondering if maybe they did a little bit of modeling after that individual. But
I think anytime they build characters of this nature, that they're gonna dig in a little bit and use some real inspiration.
yeah.
No, I think they just took somebody who went through it in high school, and that was just them being themselves.
Little catharsis. Yeah.
That's why he was he was good at playing the part.
So the logic is that he hired an adult burnout who also got picked on to score him some MK Ultra drugs from a music festival.
No one's gonna do what it did.
Right. That's supposed to turn you into a zombie, or
He didn't
at
say it
least
was a music festival.
It was a burning van,
Yeah.
Burning Man.
He basically said it was a black market drug market.
Right.
Right.
That's what it sounded
or a Grateful Dead concert. Pretty much the same thing. If you know your history. Yeah. No, I mean, it's so outrageous. And it's like this green liquid that glows like venom from Batman. It's so dumb.
Can we talk about Randall getting angry after supposedly everybody's dead and nobody's dead? And he forbids. What was her name?
I love that as the heel turn. Yeah.
Yeah. I forbid it. As soon as he said that, I was like, bruh. Like,
that was
you weigh 110 pounds, bro. Come on.
Like that was a big bark. Where's the dog at?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't great. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible, but it was bad.
Wasn't it though?
I'm gonna have to say it was bad, I guess, because that is kind of, I don't even know if it was fair because I'm putting it in the context. I kind of placing it together in my head right now.
I feel like you trying to.
I'm always
trying to save it.
I'm always trying, Mike. Do
you
ever listen to what he says to me?
Always does. Yeah. he puts more puzzle pieces together than there are puzzle pieces, and yeah. But that's what's good about it, because he actually makes a better story that way.
I'm about to say they helped me get better at screenwriting. When we start putting stuff out, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's what he was doing."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Kind of ripped off the Joker from Batman 1989. Is that the Killing Joke? No. Is that the?
It's Jack Nicholson. But the idea is that he had a serum that can turn everybody into the Joker. Yeah, kind of the same.
That's actually my favorite Batman, so I'm a little upset that we go back to our Batman episode. I'm pretty sure that one is listed as number 1.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
Just because of I'm pretty sure it is because of Jack.
Right.
Holy Rusted Metal, Batman.
That's the best one.
These wonderful
that's the best one. Isn't that Batman Forever?
Holy Rusted Metal.
I love that. It's so good.
So bad.
That's the Joel Schumacher Batman, right?
All right, if that's how you guys feel,
Yeah.
if both of your favorite Batmans, we could just give ratings now.
Yeah.
Batman Forever? God, Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, man. Mr. Freeze, the Riddler.
Time
Come
to
on.
freeze.
Time to freeze.
So bad.
You have to chill.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
This usually happens when there's a movie that's unbearably not good.
Right.
But it's not good enough for us to be like shit talking it that much. That's the problem.
This is not good enough to still have points, not hot points, but points to mention. Where it's like, remember this dumb shit that happened? Like, yeah.
Hey, like the big reveal with the mural.
Oh my god! The mural reveal was probably the cringiest part of this whole damn movie.
I was like, ooh, that's
That was probably the first part of this entire movie. I was like, ugh, wow.
the delusions.
Oh my god!
It's so ridiculous.
Then I thought to myself right after, I wonder who did the art.
Right. Of course you did.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, and this is also another reason this movie needs to be sued, Corey. You're right. Trailer does give off Scott Pilgrim versus the World vibes, and that's a great movie. I can see what the marketing was trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah, it was trying to give it that.
Was amazing.
Scott Pilgrim was amazing. Yeah. And you know what's funny? Corey makes a really good point, and it makes me think they have a lot of people who think like me in the marketing departments, but not in the writing rooms or the production rooms, maybe.
Yeah, they can always do a really good trailer, right? Like they can always make a trailer look just so cool and make the movie seem like it's going to be amazing, and then
Halloween ends.
Well,
Right,
then you see the movie and find out you saw all the best parts in the trailer.
Right.
That's true too. Yeah,
Romeo must die.
Romeo must die. Let's take it back to all the way in 1997.
Didn't you just bring that up like a week ago too?
Yeah.
He loves that. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves shit.
Next one is going to be Queen of the Dams. And then
No,
that was Keelan's. That was
that's
Keelan.
right. Okay.
Queen of the Dam every month easily.
Yep.
Easily.
I like Queen of the Dam.
That's a good
I didn't
movie.
say I didn't like it. It's just, it was. I think it was one of the first heavy edit movies that just had me like, all right, y'all could have just.
She died during the filming of that one, didn't she?
Yes, she did. But that's why I was going to say what I was about to say. They should have figured out with Queen of the Dam same thing they figured out with the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which is like 10 years apart, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
Another good one.
Right. And that movie was saved by simply other actors and other people who have appreciation for the art contributing their work.
Yep. Agreed.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Evers finds out that this has been an entire ruse because Steven, right before they're about to have their cute kiss with each other, stabs her and with the syringe full of venom.
Vomit kiss.
Oh, I know I'm jumping ahead, but I'm purposely jumping ahead to something that actually
Why did she not
matters.
kiss him? Well, after she escapes and calls him out on being a douchey,
Yeah.
she sees the tape and finds out that the tape was fake, and that's why he stabs her. Because Randall was such a smart guy, he made a tape with all of the music for X amount of time, and then you run into the emergency warning service immediately after you turn down after you get hit by the balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very smart. With a tape deck too, because they have smartphones, but you gotta use a tape deck for something. I don't know. Because boombox, you gotta have a boombox.
Because why would the bus driver have an MP3 or his own music linked up?
Right.
Or even more so, why wouldn't the school provide I don't know, satellite radio for the bus?
Or anything, yeah. Yeah. It says he wished they still tried the X-ray damage scenes and fights, though they didn't quite pull it off in Romeo Must Die, but it was a cool idea. I think they just moved that to Mortal Kombat, right?
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the video games where we can do it ourselves and enjoy it every time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so Evers gets drugged, and this is where we finally get the entire exposition dump of what the hell is going on in this movie.
The only part of this movie that really made sense, because everything before
Oh,
that
and
was
it
like,
still was
where are
quite
we
hard
going?
to understand, if I'm being honest.
Well, he's a level 20 D&D master, so we weren't supposed to be able to wrap our head around all of it, don't you know?
That's true. That's true. They were masterminds.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, this is where we find out that this was a whole ruse and they aren't actually zombies, but they were just injected with this serum that kind of
Dun,
turns you,
dun,
yeah,
dun.
that kind of turns you feral and makes you obey orders for a little while.
So ecstasy.
Um, I guess,
Well, no,
yeah.
or MDMA, which is ecstasy.
Yeah. I mean, whatever they want. I guess it also makes your veins turn, black, which doesn't seem healthy. Um,
Ketamine?
I have no idea.
I
I
don't
have
know
no idea. It would have been better if they just given those people ketamine and they could have just hallucinated the whole thing. We just rewrote it better. I could have I could have just
They
literally
just
you could have just
knocked out in the forest dreaming, and then they wake up in the morning and we find out it was all just an accumulation of their hive dreams.
they
Yeah.
just spiked the water with ketamine. That would have made perfect sense. More sense than this makes, that's for sure.
No, this makes perfect sense. You inject everybody, and then they get scaly, venom-like veins, and then when those veins disappear, everybody goes back to normal. And you only need to vomit once, and then you think you went through withdrawals.
And then the bus driver gets beaten in the head with a stick multiple times, but then also
Falls
is
through a
alive,
window.
falls
Jumps
through a
off
window.
out of a building, takes the other kid with him. I guess the drug saves everybody. Let's keep that in mind. This
Right.
drug allows you to survive falls. It allows your head to be bashed in like Candace. Um, you can have your well. The only person that wasn't on the drug was the teacher, and he survived having
No,
his
he
whole.
got injected when he bit him. He injected him.
Oh, smart man. I
That's
guess.
why at the end of the movie he wakes up.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
think
like,
I think it
oh,
was like
the disappointment
I
lingers
think
in
it
the
might have been
air.
some after credits or something. He wakes up.
Well, fuck
stop
after
the
credit scenes. We don't do that.
disappointment. There was the after credit scene that I'm. No, I got.
I don't know.
Was there?
I don't,
No, there wasn't. But
Oh, there was. Technically, we'll get there. So we're there. So the after credit scene. What am I talking? I was just gonna tell it. The
yeah,
after credit scene as we tie everything because we're gonna be wrapping it all up. The after credit scene is after all of the feel goods and everybody is seeing what the bus driver is tied to the truck that's no longer on fire. I guess that smoldered itself out. The teacher is on the bus with them. They're backing out. They left Randall and Steven tied up under the mural. Um,
mhm,
I'm not exactly sure if Ryan was on the bus. I just thought about that. Was Ryan on the bus?
I
which
believe
one's
so.
Ryan?
Big boy?
The fat
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Okay. I honestly just had to think. I don't remember that. Oh yeah, yes I do. He was carrying Daniel in the wheelbarrow, who also fell off the roof and survived.
But see, that
After
was my
being
problem
twisted in the
too.
wind.
Why in the world would this group of kids decide to be friends? Because that like it
After all
wasn't
that,
ever, yeah, it wasn't really ever established that they were
They didn't
trying to.
bond.
Yeah,
no,
they didn't
there
bond.
was no bonding at all. They hated each other until the sun came up, and then they were alive. And it was like it almost was like House on Haunted Hill. The sun came up, and everything went back to normal.
Hmm, right.
Now
Hey,
you
that's
just
the way I like my stories resolved.
So those
Just gonna
children
wait
were
till 5:55
gone.
a.m. Mike. That's all you waiting for?
So
Yep.
those children were gone for a whole night.
And
Nobody's
nobody's
and
parents.
all of their parents are broken. I mean, all their parents, excuse me, all their phones are broken, and apparently that bus doesn't have GPS because nobody came to look for them.
There's no school attached to it either that has a principal and the people looking for the school bus driver.
Mm.
Oh,
And the one
God.
kid got on the wrong bus.
Oh yeah, and the kid that got
Yeah.
on the wrong bus.
That
That
didn't
was
make sense either.
that was funny. That actually was a laugh. I laughed at that. Honestly, a good genuine laugh. I laughed.
Where was he then?
He
I
was
guess
there. He was
he
a
was one of
zombie.
the kids on the bus that got
He
injected.
wasn't in the cage.
I
Yeah,
didn't
he
see him
was.
in the cage either.
Was he? I didn't see him in
Yeah,
a cage.
he was
I didn't
there.
see him in the cage.
All right.
I just saw him when she goes, "Who are you?" But so after the credits, the scene is they're in prison, Steven and Randall, and they're sitting there talking to a lady in a suit. And, per most of the end of these movies at this point, everybody talks to somebody in a suit at the end. And he asks her, after she gives them the rundown, like, so you had a drug, you drugged your peers, and all in an efforts to get revenge on them for bullying and a teacher and yada yada yada, all the things we've already said. And they say, well, yeah. And she's like, and now they've adjusted into well-meaning adults and great human beings. And also, we don't know how much longer this is, to be clear. But that was the part for me where I was like, okay, wait, did she just say that they've become well-adjusted people? They're gonna get offered a job. Soon as I saw them talking to her, I was like, they're about to get offered a job.
Sequel.
Mhm.
And she goes, the question is, do you think you can do it again? Because she works for the STD, and they need to get a vaccine for
For
that.
the STD.
Yep.
All she needs to do is
She
get
worked
that.
for the PTA, actually.
What was the PTA and the STD? Because we didn't. They say the PTA, but we don't know what that acronym is. They show us what the STD is, Student Teacher Division of the PTA, I guess. Oh, I get it. She works for the PTA and she works in the Student Teacher Division where they work together. Got it. Look at that.
It's a terrible movie.
This is a really bad movie. I didn't even see that. I didn't watch the end credits. I boycott end credits. If you want me to watch it, put it in the goddamn movie. I'm so sick of this. It's only a reason to keep your butt in the chair, so you have to watch all of those people who worked on the movie because they have damaged
Not
egos.
when it's on the app. You just fast forward to that.
Yeah, I know, but they still think that you might sit through it. You have to witness the names. They are so pissed off that people get up after the movie is over that they have now put things in the credits so that you sit through the credits. I know what this is. It's all about vanity. They don't care.
No one's watching the fucking credits. No one cares who all those people are.
Until the music stops, and then we go.
Yeah, I might peek my head down the hallway if I hear the music stop, but if it doesn't, I'm just walking out.
Nick goes,
you guys been with me. I'm always the first one out of the damn movie theater.
Nick can usually tell us which bathroom to go to first because he knows which direction everybody else headed. Like,
I'll be damned if I'm taking a piss with all the other men after the movie.
Oh no, I easily. Well,
that's ridiculous.
I'll wait until hey, so we're gonna eat, right? All right, I'm gonna go to the restaurant there.
Yeah,
this movie is terrible.
This movie is awful.
Are you guys kidding me? Are we still on this? I thought we agreed. It's moderately bad, not terrible.
We can't even talk
I don't know
about
where
it
you're
straight.
getting this from.
We can't even talk about it straight.
No. We just keep diverting to other things.
It is a bad movie that somehow
got off on terrible tangents.
I can't say I didn't. I had absolute fun thinking that this was stupid, unnecessary, and I was just sitting here like, that's dumb. Like,
I didn't like any of the characters really.
See, but I had more fun last episode than this one. I had more fun with Run Sweetheart Run than this.
1,000%. But again, I must reiterate that to me, this was so farcical. Like, it was a slapstick comedy to me. This was damn near Three Stooges.
All this movie needed was a bunch of kung fu students who wear gis and don't fight.
No, don't bring up Tigers.
If she had just put like a little headband on when she was getting, the strength.
Oh crap! You're not bringing up Three Tigers. You're bringing up the end of Run Sweetheart Run.
Yeah.
Or Hidden Tigers.
Oh, you figured it out.
Paper Tigers.
Paper Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
With that,
that's pretty much it.
Let's be clear. Nobody actually likes this movie, but we all find it.
This review was done 30 minutes ago. You know that, right?
It was.
Oh, yeah, we just been so many things that have nothing to do with this movie. I don't even. Unhuman. Oh, also, this movie is also so low on the totem. It came out in June, and still, if you type in Unhuman, you'll just get a bunch of things about the Inhumans, and you'll have to type in Unhuman Amazon or Unhuman Paramount.
Right.
Yeah.
Unhuman movie Amazon. Sorry.
Unhuman was a better story.
Get some YouTube videos of something that's unhuman in the Amazon if you don't type in movie.
Well, they're just cranking stuff out, aren't they? Holy moly.
Well, yeah, apparently this one is one that Blumhouse got out, for the middle of the year for the summer rollouts. And
well, they had this one. They have Run Sweetheart Run, and then
Run Sweetheart Run was a pickup that just came out in October.
That's true. That's true. And then they have Dash Cam, which I think I'm going to pick next.
I saw that as a trailer, but I didn't know that was a Blumhouse, or I didn't really catch
Hmm.
that was a Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Damn, we should have did that one today.
Yeah, it looks a little bit better, so I wanted to get this one out of the way. So we'll see. Yeah. And I think Mike is going to join us for that. So we're going to have 2 mics on that episode.
Nice, Mike and Mark.
Yeah. The double mic attack.
Ooh. Can we please, before we give ratings, can we just talk about Randall being stabbed in the head with the syringe glove, going super monster crazy zombie, and getting his butt kicked, not his ass whipped yet, got his butt kicked by 4 girls, and the moment he hit one of them, Ryan got up and was like, "Oh, that was cool, ladies. I got y'all." But
Yeah. Yeah.
Super Simp, activate.
man,
Pornhub,
like, thank you. He's
Super
like,
Simp. Yeah.
that I'm sorry. That was also a moment where I laughed because it was like, so what you telling me, movie? And this movie got some of those social hot points that we talk about kind of buried in there through other ways. Where it's like you have that moment where the girls are being, real girl power and they're beating them up real good.
Every
then
movie has that now.
Every movie has that now. But then they also had the flip side of like, oh, that was cool. Y'all beat him up. But Ryan put him
You
down.
guys,
What's up?
guess who the villain was again?
Incel?
We did it.
A man.
We did it.
No.
Every
Mike,
movie.
Not just a man. It's not just a man. It has to be an incel.
Yeah.
They have to fit a certain. Yeah, no, he's right.
That's
Or
amazing.
king of the incels.
We need to start hunting these movies down. I want to see every single one that makes the villain just a spurned man that didn't get the girl that he wanted.
Well, I mean, shit, we can go all the way back to the beginning of time as far as that, because these movies.
That's true. There are some biblical and mythical stories for sure. But I think that they're hilarious.
We can go to the Karate Kid alone.
It just reinforces that if we stay on our purpose, we don't.
Well, I mean, Ralph Macchio was the villain in the Karate Kid. If you watch Cobra Kai, you'll understand.
If you watch Cobra Kai.
Hey, I've heard that theory outside of the Cobra Kai thing.
Oh, watch Cobra Kai. It's great.
Yeah, I actually heard that theory before Cobra Kai was a thing. And
yeah, because they did it in How I Met Your Mother. Barney does this whole thing about how Billy Zabka, who plays the villain, was actually the hero, and Ralph Macchio was the bully, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it does actually. And so I guess that's where the inspiration comes from, that sperm Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah, very good, Corey.
All the way back to Kane.
All the way back to Kane. Yep.
Speaking of Kane,
definitely,
I can say I have seen some really good Kane and Abel references lately in multiple shows that really make you like, I'll watch a Kane and Abel show.
Like one pretty short show.
I knew that was coming, but I was going to say one where you get Abel coming in and getting risen out of the Lazarus pit regularly.
So like Abel, but he just can't die. So it's like Tom and Jerry, but it's Cain and Abel. Yeah, and so it's just every episode itchy and scratchy.
There's already something like that out there.
There are renditions of that in Sandman, but you also get some renditions of that in the Buffy series out of Hilda and Zelda.
Oh yeah,
I can name a couple of different places where it's already kind of stapled, but I mean like a real series that dives into the Cain and Abel story from that aspect too, though. Like why does Cain continue to kill his brother?
Because he's a dick.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
No,
we're not gonna just say that's the only.
It's just because he's a dick.
Run, sweetheart, run did that.
He's a major dick.
Well, if they're fallen angels, then what does that make him? Just a dick. What?
Right.
Come on.
He's a dick.
Oh man, that movie was so stupid. This movie's stupid. I love stupid movies, man. I really do.
Let's name the last non-stupid. All right, last question.
What was the last non-stupid movie we watched? Go.
Movie we covered. Oh yeah, don't look. I'm about to flip through my notes. Let me think.
I'm going to think about it. Oh, I don't even know. What was the last non-stupid movie we watched?
The first one that popped in my head is the one with I can't remember her name either, but the one where the guy, his mother was trying to implant his consciousness into the other guy.
Oh, what the fuck was that movie? Bird Box?
No, not Bird
No,
Box.
not Bird
Black
Box.
Box.
Black
Black
Box.
Box. Yeah. I think Black
Right.
Box was probably the last.
That movie was stupid too, but it wasn't like this
But it wasn't
stupid.
as stupid as the rest of these.
No, nowhere near that.
That sounds stupid to me.
It's pretty
I mean,
stupid.
it's a dumb idea, and it wasn't incredibly well done, but it's nowhere like this. This is like
Look,
crazy.
that was stupid. That was stupid.
Yeah, stupid. All right, I think we can just get to our ratings, huh? Okay.
Oh, I'm the only one that's gonna name the last series movie.
I mean, honestly, the last good movie that we reviewed,
You better not say End of the Road with Queen Latifah and
End of the Road, man. They hated white people in that movie.
they hated white people in that movie.
I don't know. I would say I can't recall.
I don't know either.
Bahubali.
Bahubali. I won't say that.
Bahubali. Yeah, good call. Yeah, that was pretty good. Too long. I can't watch Bahubali 2. It's too long. I have to take it in like a couple days, I think.
I bet you'll watch Day Shift 2, but you won't watch Bahubali 2?
No, I'll watch Bahubali 2. I hope they make a something. Yeah.
I think there is a 2 out already, actually.
There is.
What is Bahubali?
It is a foreign film. I want to say that's an Indian foreign film.
Oh.
Yeah. The next
those are hard for me to watch.
They're kind of fun. Facebook. It's actually really fun.
Sometimes.
Excuse me. It's on Netflix. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, I saw Triple R, and that was pretty good, and I was surprised because I happened to watch that on Humbug.
Yeah, Triple R is great. Next story is supposed to be The Flood. Kane Wilde's out, and next Ash hits the fan for everybody. That's the way it's supposed to go. Yeah. Yep. Knowing The Flood. And if you're interested, Corey, watch Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix. We're all watching that right now.
Right.
Graham
so
Hancock.
I'll be covering that soon.
If you're interested in flood myth and, well, flood fact, basically,
right.
because there's just too many stories about it. Watch that.
I tell people like this: go type in Graham Hancock on your YouTube, find at least 2 reels, watch those, and then you know who you're listening to. Then go watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he don't miss. He miss, but he don't miss. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
What I mean, Mike, is even if you don't believe him, it's still enjoyable.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get to our ratings, gents. Who wants to go first?
2.
2?
3.
2.
3.
You guys are frisbeeing them out there today. Look at this.
Dang, with no ceremony or anything. You guys are just over it.
I give for closing and ratings on mine. I didn't hate this movie as much as you guys did, clearly. But I didn't enjoy it as much as it sounds like. I have a very generous vocabulary. And I'm very cautious to not assault other people. I will insult the hell out of you, but I try not to assault other people. Because of that, sometimes I use words like good when I mean fair. This was barely fair, and that's why I say it was greatly bad. So for me, yeah, this is a 3. Like if I'm putting it on a, the little boop 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 points on a happy to mad 1 to 10, this is definitely right below pissed the fuck off, or right above, pissed off. Can't say I would watch it again. Can't say I would tell anybody to watch it. But if I tell you about what I watched, somehow, some way, I feel like you're going to go and watch it because there is some unbelievably interesting, funny, why would they do that? I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this type shit going on in this movie. So yeah, it's going to be a 3 for me.
All right. And Mike, what do you say? You say 2?
2. It's terrible.
2 for terrible. I like it.
The terrible 2s.
The terrible 2s.
I'm sitting here looking through Netflix now. I've already moved on.
He's already checked out. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with a 2 as well. I had to think about it, and I'm like, is this fun bad? No. And so that makes it worse because Run, Sweetheart, Run was bad, but in a funny, kind of interesting way. And I think we had a lot more to talk about with that movie. So it doesn't make me, it makes me a little bit more fond of that movie than something like this, because I feel like we didn't really say a lot for this movie. And I think we exhausted all of the things that we had to say. And that to me makes it way worse than just being a bad fun movie. So this to me is like a 2 as well, I think.
For sure.
There are certain things that I liked, which were, every Blumhouse film is basically a grab bag of all of the directorial and cinematographical
Fair.
techniques that you can do. So that's kind of interesting to watch. Different aspect ratios, filters, lighting, all of that stuff. They're always trying new stuff. So I can appreciate that. But outside of that, there's not a whole lot to appreciate about this movie. So yeah, it's a 2.
For sure.
Yeah.
That gives us a 7 out of 30. And um yeah, no, I agree with that last take as far as how Blumhouse does things. And I think that's probably the most enjoyable parts for me is the Blumhouse elements, I suppose. That's probably
Yeah.
where I'm finding fun at, in
Look,
fact.
I honestly I don't mind Blumhouse because it does try to swing for the fences. I just think that, to quote Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. At least Blumhouse is trying to make some shots, you know. So they're
Fair
trying to
enough.
take some shots. I just don't think that they hit all the time. So
If they get away from this 2022 stuff, it'll probably be better.
yeah, I agree. Because
'Cause
I could, I can handle the absurdity. I can handle the out there-ness, but I think we're suffering from modernity right now in our movies, and we need something more timeless.
I will say one thing before we end, and it might start a little bit of a kerfuffle, and if it does, so what?
Uh-oh.
Um, we got at least 2 minutes to discuss it. There was one thing that was somewhat enjoyable but nice to see in this movie, not making the movie good.
What's that?
Um, there was a turn for the characters.
Yeah.
You kind of got that mix of even when they wanted to have a jock, they wanted to have a loner. Everybody really except for fucking Randall. When they wanted to have this mixed bag, you kind of got every angle of a person to show like, hey, yeah, you're high schoolers. You're still trying to figure out who you are. You don't have this, oh, I'm a terrible person. It's not built in that way. Like you have to make choices to become that person. And then
Mm,
seeing kind of that change at the end when they become friends, not really believable, but from a life perspective, we know that that is real.
mm. Let's see. Corey says, I heard something recently that struck me. Industry standard cameras, even for very modest budgets, are like $12,000.
Mhm.
That shoots DPs. That DPs shoot huge frame and are doing cinematography effects all in post now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably pretty noticeable too, right? Because you can do everything after the fact, and you don't even have to shoot a decent shot. Like you can make the shot look good after the fact. I think that might be a problem for creatives in the future.
Well, and the funny thing about what Corey's saying is, I'm pretty sure that's not even 12K to purchase.
Sorry.
Not
Not
12K to purchase.
12K, 12K resolution.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say he's
Yeah, we
talking about the
changed that.
resolution
Sorry
type
about
of
that.
that,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure that just thinking about that, how many people are even versed enough to get on to whatever. I don't know what kind of programs you need to deal with that, but how many people are skilled enough to deal with that if that's the newest thing in the market? So that's
Mm,
probably another thing is the people who are really good at being able to work with that kind of material already, they're booked and they're so overbooked that when they do get your stuff is going to be rushed.
yeah. They said the person that is stating this, that the techniques haven't caught up to the technology. So much of the emotional import of cinematography in art isn't hitting right now. Yeah, that's an interesting commentary. I think that you're probably right about that. There might be something that is lost with all of the advances of technology. Framing a scene is hugely important. Even a grain, sometimes you don't need something to be so sterilely crisp that you can see the pores on the actor.
Right.
Yeah, because
Sometimes it, yeah,
I don't like that either, especially in my
yeah.
adult content.
I knew that's where this was going. Um, you know what? Even with that, the different levels of technology and the abilities and what they can do with shots, this movie would have benefited from a few drone shots during those outdoor scenes.
Yeah, it could have benefited from some drone shots and just a little bit more of the. I like that they use a lot of different lighting styles and everybody really likes to shoot in saturated light now. I've noticed this. I don't know if you guys have. Like if you're trying to be cool, you need to have a shot that's in saturated light. So everything is either green or red or some sort of pink or blue. That's very popular right now, which they definitely did in this movie.
Oh, in a few scenes, but not overly. But and when they went too crazy with it, we were in the black light scenario, and I just did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. I talked us for about another 3 minutes on, effects and topic.
Oh, that's okay. We're answering Corey's
Oh yeah,
comments, so it's all good. But yeah, I think we can wrap it up here. Mike had to drop out because he is over us and he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. No, he'll be
Screw you
back.
guys. I'm
Yeah.
out of here.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna turn that down because it's way too loud. There's Mike for our outro. Thank you guys for tuning in. We very much appreciate you guys. We had 5 listeners tonight. We're doing pretty well. We're pretty psyched. Thank you all out there for checking us out. We really appreciate it. And
What
thanks
up,
to
Corey?
Corey. Thank you, Corey, for commenting. We always appreciate when you jump in the chat.
Absolutely.
And yeah, more people, if you guys watch and want to chat with us, we're always happy to hear from you guys. We only block the spam bots. So, you can
Sometimes.
always let us know. Sometimes we let it run.
Sometimes I'm lonely. I need somebody.
Sometimes adult emoji 69, need somebody to talk to. Yeah. But thank you guys so much. We appreciate all of you out there. Please give us a thumbs up and a subscription to our YouTube page. It would really help us a lot. We're trying to grow that audience. I think we're at like 105 subscribers now. So we're doing pretty darn good. Very, very happy. And we thank all of you guys for subscribing. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you out there. I think that's it for us tonight. If you want to go check out what we do on our podcast, we do separate podcasts outside of Screen Time Continuum. You can go check out Thinkering Talks on Facebook. There you will see a list of podcasts we do every day of the week, starting with Tuesday, If Numbers Could Talk with Keelan, 8 p.m. You can go check him out. Every channel I mentioned has a YouTube page, a Facebook page, and even a Spotify page most of the time. So Tuesdays with Keelan, If Numbers Could Talk. Wednesdays and Sundays here at Screen Time Continuum. Tuesdays and Thursdays with Dijon the Mustard over at Strawberries and Coffee. You can catch him on Twitch at Strawberries and Coffee and on YouTube at Strawberries and Coffee as well. Friday nights are Exofathom nights. We just had an episode about archangels, so you can go check that out on Exofathom. On Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, and all that other stuff. We're somewhere. You can find us.
That was a good chat.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, we had a good time. Next week, we're going to be talking about the Great Fungus Conspiracy and perhaps destroy some of our outlooks on life. So you can go check us out on Friday night. Saturday morning is This Married Moment with Keelan and Bobby, and you can check them out between 10 a.m. and noon Saturdays. This Married Moment, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. And then come back here Sunday nights for Screen Time Continuum at 8:30 on Wednesdays and Sundays. All right, guys.
Domingo.
The Fungus Among Us.
The Fungus Among Us is going to be the title for next episode of Exofathom. So go check that out.
Nice.
It's going to be fun. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate all of you. Until next time, for Screen Time Continuum, I am Nick.
I am Keelan.
And I'm Mike.
Good night.